Alright. So I tried to put a audio track on this video, but for some reason it was too high. The audio was too high all the time, and I got tired of rendering it. Because rendering takes some time, you know. It takes at least half an hour. So I figured why not just do a commentary over it for the sake of change as well, because I'm always putting up some background music, lofi music most of the time because it's free. So you can just talk about this dungeon for the sake of change. Playing the most meta spec of all time, Prot Warrior. We also have a Holy Priest, my Primate, and the rest of the deeps. They are pugs. Paladin, Rogue, and the Hunter, they are all pugs. We basically pug the Keystone Master every season since like forever. This season, no different. We got the Keystone Master with the pugs. Playing this amazing spec, Prot Warrior. Here I rush to pick the bots. The shock bot is amazing. I guess it's better if the DPS picks it, but you gotta think for yourself when you're playing with the pugs. You also gotta be careful because in a 15 junkyard I picked the shock bot and the guy straight up rage quit because I picked the bot. He didn't. That's like, what? Here I spell reflect the consume. You can spell reflect the consume. It makes it so much easier. You don't have to run out. Yeah, that's good. And here I am waiting on the shockwave to stun both of the elementals. That way I stop both the slime waves instead of one. Slime wave is not a big deal on a 15 Tyrannical, but on a 15 plus anything unfortified, slime wave can hit some big damage, so you want to stun that. I guess you can also pick like the storm bolt, but that's only one stun. See, just move out of the way. It's not a big deal, you can just move out of the way, but depending on the affixes it can be rather hard to do, so I just stun it. Here we got the third Batman with a big pull, and again I just spell reflect to consume. He gets off another slime wave because I used my shockwave. And this group is doing crazy damage, like ridiculous amounts of damage. Look at it. Look at the paladin's damage, man. That's the red paladin doing bonkers damage. There I pulled the extra toxic lurker because I wanted the grease bot, and right now I have all the bots. Rather nice. And I spammed the shockwave there, but he got off the slime wave. It doesn't hit hard though. He wasn't enraged. So let's actually talk about the affixes. We got the Tyrannical. Tyrannical is much easier to deal with it since the nerfs. It's not a big deal anymore. Still annoying. I don't have the spell reflect for this consume. And raging is fine because we have the rogue and the hunter. I guess rogues can also remove the enrage now with the Shadowlands. That I'm not sure. I think they can with the shield, right? Got the volcanic. Doesn't affect. It's the best affix ever. Volcanic doesn't affect anyone except the healer. And the shrouded. Shrouded is I think I like the encrypted better. Cause with the urn, was it something like that? You always set your cooldowns up. But with Prat Warrior, you almost always have your cooldowns up, cause you got the anger management and you generate stupid amounts of rage. Too much rage. Actually, like you generate so much rage that you end up spending the rage on ignore pains, even though you have a full shield from the ignore pain. But you have to spend the rage because you want the cooldown reduction from the anger management. You also want your tier set to work. And these guys straight up deleted the boss. The boss died in a minute on a Tyrannical. In a minute? Yeah. These guys are stupid. Like, the rogue at some green ass item level, but he's doing much better than most deeps you'll find. Hunter is doing what Hunter is supposed to do, survival Hunter. But Paladin, that's what surprised us the most. Because when you see a red Paladin, you're like, LOL. But this guy just doing insane damage. Everything is just straight up melting. It's 6 minutes in and we are 30% done with the trash. And one boss is dead. That's insane. There I checked the aerial unit to see where it's going. It's going gankers, so I stay here to kill the non-bosses. Hunter pulls extra here, but it's no big deal because he has deeps to back it up. You know, some tanks, they are like, you pull you tank. I had one of those guys in one Black Phantom dungeon I did on the classic. The guy was like, you pull you tank, and he just went AFK. You don't wanna be one of those tanks, man. You just tank whatever there is. I don't stack these pulls because we got the big Batman there. Then this guy, I swear to God, he hits harder than anything in the game. Especially on higher keys. He skills ridiculously with the key level. It wasn't a big deal for this group because they just straight up deleted the guy. We also have the Hunter giving the mortal wounds to reduce the healing taken from Blood Siphon. Does he have a Raptor though? Because you need a Raptor for that. Nah, he has some... What's that? It's a dire horn something? I don't know. You can also invite a arms warrior for that. I think numbing poison also works. So if Rogue got that, we are gold. I guess we could... Yeah, Hunter misdirected the pool, that's fine. No reason to be honest about it. Cause this guy has the damage to back it up. Like some deeps, they just say pull, pull, pull more, pull big. And when I pull big, they end up doing no damage. And I'm like, what the hell, LOL. And we're killing the non-bosses. And again, they are just destroying these bosses, man. It's me and the priest, we were like, what the hell are these guys? Because they are doing too much damage. Even the rogue. The rogue has like no item level. He's probably a smurf. Because they were all pre-made and both Hunter and Paladin had crazy high score. While the rogue had like nothing, but he's reloading or something for the Shadowlands, I guess. I mean for the Dragonflight. And they kill this boss in less than a minute without bloodlust. Watching it back, and I'm still surprised. These guys do too much damage. Like, are we playing with I'm not gonna say method. Echo, I guess. Method. Does method still have an EU team? I don't know. Yeah, these bots die as well. They don't even bother removing the enrage because they just die anyway. You cannot tank the grunts here, so I just pick the malfunctioning bot and start moving. Hunter melts the grunts anyway. They are untauntable. You see the eye buff. It means they're untauntable. They fixate and never on a tank. They never fixate on a tank, unfortunately. And the rock just kidney shots this. I just love it when I play with these type of players. Sometimes you get some rogues, they don't even bother using shield. Sometimes they don't use kidney shot. They basically use half of their kit, and that pisses me off. We got another Batman there. Dreadlords. I'm a big fan of these FX, especially because of the big Batman. He does too much damage. And we got around 9 stacks. I guess we reached 11 before the last boss. And these bullies on fortified, they can straight up one shot with enrage plus shockwave. And they actually remove one of the enrages here. See, they remove the enrages when it counts. Smart boys. Got the tricks of the trade on me. And I actually love doing this boss because this boss separates men from boys. I got stunned like a dumbass here because I wanted to stand in the spear to get the extra crit damage. I basically have no versatility. I got a lot of haste, crit, and a bit of mastery. I electrify. Is that how it's spelled? Basically zap the coil. I'm not gonna spell that shit. Got the bot going in strong as well. See, if everyone does zap something, you basically get 0 ads on this fight. And I got the smash again. Can use the commanding shout after a smash to help the healer. And just executing the boss here. Prot Warrior actually does really good single target damage, especially after they buffed the execute for I think they buffed it for arms and prot in the season 3 and I got stuck in the 3 there. Yeah, the execute got buffed in the season 3 by 10% and it's good enough. You actually end up using the execute instead of revenge on a single target with the prot warrior. Don't wanna go from the right here, you got stealth tigers there. Mechanical stealth tigers. Got the rapid fire here. It hits super hard even on a tyrannical weak, so you want to be careful with that. Rapid fire is the thing that's gonna kill you here. I hate rapid fire. So when you charge the cavalier, he charges the backline, then starts rapid firing. So that's why I use the spear on the pull, so he doesn't charge back and dies to the cleave. And we end up getting 10 dreadlords actually. There's one more on the left, but we are done with the percentage. This is a perfectly calculated trash count, by the way. And I didn't even try. Just skip the annoying stuff and kill small fun stuff. And here they straight up delete the tank buster as well. These guys are absolutely ridiculous when it's dead. It's doing the first wreck and it's dead. And I didn't even feel the wreck because I had the ignore pain and the shield block there. Can also use the demo shout if things get too spicy. But with these guys, it's they are ridiculous. You see the cool animation for block there, and I just jump over the stuff and they are already there somehow, some way. Like I can understand the hunter and the rock, but how did the paladin get here so fast? I don't know. The guy just spun the wheelchair too fast and he basically time traveled here. And it's already done. It's ridiculous. And I just intervene the rock here to gain extra bit of mobility. And by the time I manage to reach the boss, it's halfway done. And yeah, the dungeon is done in like 16 minutes. Look at the overalls on these guys. Like even the rogue with no gear, he has more deeps than most pugs you'll find. Yeah.